Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Megan Ball. I go by Booty Mama on social media. I am a master esthetician, a Reiki master, a love, sex, and relationship coach, a mother, a wife, a crazy busy human being that's running around all the time trying to cook and take care of things. And I am making this video today because I posted an Insta story on my Instagram feed yesterday that talked a lot about beauty in the media and how beauty is presented to us through the media and how it can be very disempowering for us as human beings. I'm not even going to say women. It mostly is more disempowered to women just because we live still more in a patriarchal society, and our advertising agencies were started by and run by men for many decades. So it has definitely shaped our environment that we live in, and it has made an impact on a lot of us in detrimental ways and also in some empowering ways too, depending upon how we choose to look at it. So that's why I'm on here today. That thread specifically was probably my most watched thread or most viewed thread, and also my most interacted with thread. So I felt like that was kind of a sign that I should come on here and just talk a little bit more about my stance as an esthetician that's been in the beauty industry for 15 years. I've seen and experienced a lot of body dysmorphic disorder, and I just kind of wanted to touch base on that a little bit and make sure that I am not misunderstood with what my stance is, and that I am coming from a place of empowerment for men and women to learn to embody themselves and love themselves fully. The media tends to market to our insecurities because they know that if we feel like we need something, that we'll buy it. And the way that the beauty industry works is that it typically takes certain parts of ourselves that we feel insecure about and then feeds into them. So I'm going to be speaking mainly to women, just because as an esthetician, I have worked more so with women than I have with men regarding body dysmorphia, feelings of unworthiness, and just any kind of insecurities when it comes to your looks or feeling good about your body. Not to say that men don't have it too, but women tend to recognize their value through the way that they look, because men are more drawn to women by their looks naturally. What has happened in the media, because we live in a patriarchal society, has used beauty as leverage to sell things. This has disempowered women, and kind of fed more into our insecurities and feelings of unworthiness, that if we don't look a certain way or act a certain way, then we will not be loved, which is ultimately what I always preach at the basis of most of our insecurities or fears, is a need for belonging, love, and safety. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I just want to make sure that I am not misunderstood with what I was saying yesterday. So what I was explaining is just how disempowering it feels as a woman to see an ad, and the things that it can invoke within you, feeling like you need to change certain parts of yourself. I absolutely love to have fun with my looks. I am obviously wearing makeup right now. I color my hair. So I have no judgment for anyone that wants to alter their looks at all. However, I want it to come from an empowered place within you versus a need for validation or your own self-worth. So there's a delicate balance of wanting to understand why you want to change something about yourself. There's a need to see what's beneath that desire. There's different exercises that I'm actually going to be sharing with you probably in the next video. But I just wanted to go into detail with this a little bit more as to what can happen when body dysmorphia arises. Just so you know some of the signs and symptoms of it. So that way you're able to kind of alleviate or stop it before it escalates. Because what can happen is when we get into a fearful state, the feeling of fear, I still can't talk, it goes from being low to very heightened quickly sometimes because of our circular thinking that we can have in our minds. We have these neural pathways in our brain, and when we think certain thoughts over and over and over again, it's really easy to fall back into those thought patterns and not even realize that we're doing it. And one negative thought attracts another negative thought. So if you're able to pick up on when you're having a moment of fear, and recognize it more quickly, you're able to then drop out of that mindset and into a healthier one. So that way you're not falling down the rabbit hole of, incredible low self-worth, and just essentially hating yourself, that you'll never be loved or feel safe or heard because of whatever you're insecure about. One of the things that I would really like to try to do is empower women to find their own unique beauty. It's funny, when I posted that thread yesterday, one of the things that I do as an esthetician at the spa that I work at, along with makeup and facials and waxing, is apply fake eyelashes. And one of the things that I put in my feed was, that we have all of these like fake eyebrows, fake eyelashes, fake boobs, fake butts, and two of my clients were chuckling with me, and they're like, "Hey, don't judge us for getting fake lashes." And I'm like, guys, I'm not judging you at all. If that helps you to feel empowered about yourself, and it's something that you desire to do because it highlights a part of you that you love. You love your eyes. You want to highlight this part of your eyes. What I'm talking about is people that are going to the extreme with plastic surgery, altering their bodies, becoming so plastic or fake that they don't even look like themselves anymore, that they desire to be something that isn't uniquely them. And I think there's such a beauty in all of our uniqueness. There's things we're not supposed to be, cardboard cookie cutouts like paper dolls. We all have these beautiful, unique parts of ourselves that, if one person doesn't find it attractive, someone else will. That's why we have such variety in this world. And I will add too, that's also part of attraction. That's part of chemistry. I was recently telling a friend of mine, in Taoism, one of the things that attracts us chemically to a partner is some of their facial features or their symmetry. Now, there are people that are very symmetrical in the way that they look, and a lot of these people are famous, they're models, they're actors and actresses, and people are attracted to them because of their beauty. However, there are, just normal people walking around as well that are absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And sure, the people that are that have extreme symmetry, everyone is going to be attracted to them. But there are certain aspects within certain facial features or body structures that actually tell us if that mate is a good match for us. Penis and vagina sizes are actually based on eye size, lip size. There are certain parts of your body that also correlate to parts of your partner's body, and if you will fit properly together. So when we alter these parts of ourselves, just like when we take birth control, not dissing birth control, we'll get onto that on another video, it messes with how we are attracted to someone and our chemistry, which can be detrimental into getting into bad relationships. Think about it this way: if you have body dysmorphia and you are so enthralled with your looks that you don't even look like yourself anymore, and you get into a relationship with someone, well, this person is going to have the expectation that this is what you look like. So if something happens and you get sick and you let yourself go, or you don't have the money to keep up with this anymore, your relationship is in jeopardy because of this. I know I personally would not want a partner that is so caught up in physical beauty that they're not able to see all the other beautiful aspects within my soul, within my personality, within my humor, within my vulnerability, within my truthfulness. Those are really important aspects of myself too. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying beauty, but there's a point where it becomes so shallow. And that, to me, that's not real connection. That's not depth of a relationship. Another thing that I wanted to touch upon as well when it comes to altering our looks, and this is a whole nother subject in and of itself, and I'm only going to dabble into this a little bit, but I feel like it's important to bring up. Think about people that are transgendered, or people that have that are handicapped. These people are born into a body that they don't feel like really belongs to them. Can you imagine how difficult that would feel? I know I even felt that way at one point in my life as a teenager, and I looked at myself in the mirror with, I was heavy, I had huge boobs, I had crazy dark curly hair, and I looked at myself and I was like, who the hell are you? This is not who I feel like I am. So I can't even imagine how it would be being a man or a woman that feels like they should be the opposite sex. So who would I be to shame this person and say, well, you're not worthy of becoming something that you believe and know within your bones that you are? And that's how I feel as an artist, as an esthetician, about changing your personal look and altering your look. So it was very important for me to explain this more in depth and detail, because I never ever want to make someone not feel good enough or make someone feel bad about changing themselves in order to feel better about themselves. Once again, just recircling back around to the very beginning of this video, it's very important to explore your emotions and to explore your thought patterns and to understand why we want what we want, because sometimes what we think we want isn't actually what we want, or when we think we're going to get what we want, we recognize that it didn't actually change the feeling that we were hoping that it was going to change regardless. So going in, understanding the feeling, the emotion, or the thought, and starting with that first before you ever change anything about yourself physically is so important. Other than that, go apeshit. Have fun. Buy wigs, buy colored contacts, get fangs, get tattoos. Enjoy your body. That's what it's for. It's an artistic expression of who you are, and you get to show everyone what is inside of you on the outside. And I think it's a very beautiful, amazing, fantastic thing that we are able to do in this life. It is a gift, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings.